Alright, grabbed my headset. Thank you for joining me. This is, for lack of a better word, getting pretty interesting. So I thought I'd get my microphone. Maybe read some of the dialogue boxes. Like that one. But it's really strong, I know it is. Gripping dialogue like that. It ate all those Herba Mystica we found too. We did find a lot of Herba Mystica. That's strong cave weed for Arvin, whose story is that his dog is dying and his mom is mysterious. That's pretty sensible by your standards, Arvin. That may be a compliment or not. I do not know. If I said no, I would just be railroaded into saying yes. So, this Pokemon is out now. Alright, let's see what's on the other side of these doors here. We got some mysterious, ambiguous hype, which is the best kind. That thing was supposed to come out of the other side of the door, but sure. I think that Koraidon is better than mine. Mine doesn't want anything to do with it. Is that a legendary? Yeah, that's the, like, legendary on the cover of Pokemon Scarlet. So, I guess if you had Pokemon Violet, you'd be dealing with the, other box legendary. I don't know what its name is. You know, one is colored Scarlet, the other is colored Violet. Are you bummed out that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? She is terrible at reading situations. But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from the inside? Well shit, as if on cue. Did that other Koraidon, like, let them out of their cages? Do I have to, battle all three of those now? Oh man, we're surrounded. That's, more than three. There's no way we can handle this many. Don't tell me they're all ancient Pokemon. They're all at least a few years old. We don't have, like, disaster on our hands here. What is this, like, 2 double battles? Alright, let's Dragon Claw. That should be effective. Well, rip your Lincoln Rock. It's not my Pokemon though, so I'm chillin'. Yeah, we're still good now. All of my Pokemon are doing fine. And then she'll probably just heal her own Pokemon when she's done with this battle. We may or may not be done now. I don't know if we have to fight more Pokemon. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad she's enjoying herself. That is pretty cool looking. I don't know if you can catch these new ancient Pokemon or not, but I wish you could, but I'm assuming not, because they seem to have some different naming structure. It's not a great choice with the Dark Pulse there. But her whole thing is like she has EV Pokemon, so she's more form over function. I can't catch them? I'm not sure exactly. I haven't been given like an opportunity to do so yet. So I'm not sure if later I'll be able to or not. The Donphan looked very cool. Yeah, the variations they have for all the Pokemon. I like them quite a bit. Alright, that one is dead. Ooh, Chansey is evolving. I didn't know that Chansey did evolve. That's pretty cool. I just assumed that it ended its life cycle as the Pokemon Center assistant. Ooh, it evolved into Blissey. Neat. Anyone who takes even one taste of Blissey's egg becomes unfailingly caring and pleasant to everyone. Low-key terrifying, like very many Pokedex entries. It must have taken them a lot of time for them to scale their character models. Yeah, I see what you mean, but in the overworld it looks a little weird to me, the proportions, but they also, at the same time, did like actively decide and measure those out, like how the models would look next to the player characters, so they did have to do some kind of work in there. And I guess they're running off to do their own thing. This is Arvin's dying dog that he was concerned with the entire game before we got to this part. The game followed like a non-linear structure where all three of those characters had like their own quest line. And that's like the bulk of the game is finishing that. And then at the very end, you gather to go to this area. And I'm assuming this is the end of the game here. The power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, thanks to our Titan hunting together. Those were the big Pokemon that we fought and mercilessly killed. As he is worried he'll have to face the other one of those Pokemon. But yeah, him and his terminally ill dog will take care of this. Don't even think about losing to that jerk. It's gonna be disappointing if we just fight another Koraidon, like we don't have another legendary Pokemon to catch. Who knows? Alright, well, nothing to do but to save and to head inside. That other Koraidon's days are even more numbered now. Is she dead? She kinda seems dead. Oh, she's a robot. Basically dead. Then whomst are you? An artificial intelligence, the robot that the other professor created, the non-robot one. Neat. Now tell us about the incident. Yeah, time machine. That was a little bit glossed over, but she said all of her questions can be answered while we descend. This robot can answer all of our questions about time travel. So that's cool. We'll step into the white void here, I guess. Maybe find ourselves in the lower level. Here we go. Well, I know what an AI is. Let's skip to the time machine. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there. It can draw them back to the present. Alright, not much of an explanation, but sure. Oh, so Arvin doesn't know that his mother is dead, and that his new mother is a robot? I like that this robot makes the point that she was supposed to mimic the original professor in every way. So the original professor was also a terrible mother. What is it you really want? Oh, that's interesting. So the Titan Pokemon were just escaped Pokemon from Area Zero? Makes sense. Yes, sure, I'll do that. Who am I to ever not answer the hero's call? We have reached the lowest level. I love convenient elevator rides. By the way, you can double click on your avatar if you want to change from Dr. Doom, although Doom is of course a great choice. So is she like Professor Oak? She is like the Pokemon professor, I think, that gave us our Pokemon at the start. Or that was the Academy professor, I don't know. There's like a Pokemon school that you start out with, other than the Pokemon lab. Well, it's hard to imagine the time machine, but this looks about right. Oh, and they have autosave now, so I don't need to manually save after every story beat. Yeah, she is basically like Professor Oak, if Oak was both a robot and even shadier somehow. Had something going on other than just fucking Ash's mom. on the side. You will become no more than a battle machine. I gotta remember that line. I'll tell anyone if they irritate me. I become no more than a battle machine, destroying every obstacle along the way. So she's like, what's-her-face, Janet from The Good Place, actually on our side, a friendly AI, but a slave to her programming, and will do anything to preserve what she has been made to preserve. So I guess I should save my adventure. And she's a terrible AI because she won't just like physically attack me with her robot strength. She does like a Pokemon battle thing. So I assume we'll have a Pokemon battle against a robot. Yep, that's me. That's my ID. Ooh, the room is yellow now. Now the thing is real high up in the room. See, how are we gonna get to it now? Perfect, perfect defense right there. Does it just drop Master Balls? It's pretty convenient. But if you're all the way up there, how are we gonna do a Pokemon battle? She doesn't care. She's a robot. She'll just drop the Master Balls down on me. Haven't seen that before. I think ground is good against fire, and that looks like a fire type. I'm not sure. Oh, she even has sharp teeth. She was built that way, I guess. They were like, yeah, when she turns evil, inevitably, it's gonna be awesome. She's gonna have the Wingdings font by the end of this battle, maybe. Alright, Slitherwing. You can't be too hard. It's a shame that none of my 3 friends ran in to help me at any convenient time. Screamtail, no idea what that is, so we'll just keep the current Pokemon. Oh, it's that thing. The better Jigglypuff. Ooh, Ice Punch, that's not good. Well, that's super effective against dragon types. Let's use a max potion here. It's probably not worth switching out Garchomp. And we should be fine unless there's a critical hit with any super effective moves. Which, you know, low odds of it, but it has certainly happened before. And messed up my plans. Let me try Dig here. Or fucking Rip. They'll just attack again. Oh. Rip, I'm frozen. That's fine, let's use a full restore. We got 17 of them. Yeah, that is a pretty fast Pokemon to outpunch me. Alright, let me use Dig again. And same fucking thing, it's just so fast that it'll do whatever it wants. Alright. The one time it didn't use Ice Punch. Alright, at least you're dead now. Brute Bonnet. Yeah, that was that bug grass Pokemon thing. I should use Cinderace. Yeah, that Ice Punch was bussin', that is true. Thankfully, it's gone. It was a little tough. We'll see how the rest of these Pokemon are. I'm predicting absolute smooth sailing one hits from here on out. Just to be safe, let's hit him with this Pyro Ball. Fantastic. Ancient Pokemon's weaknesses. She's referring to like type advantages. It's all very mysterious and ethereal to her. Sandy Shocks. That sounds like a ground and electric type, which is not what I want here. Maybe I need Weed Cat? Let's see how Weed Cat does here. Hopefully this isn't a terrible mistake. It wouldn't be the first terrible mistake I make though. In this game or otherwise. Oh, that's cool. It's a cooler Magnemite evolution than they introduced in, I think it was Gen 4, Magnetite, Magnezone, whatever. Oh yeah, get fucked. Super effective. I want to catch one of those. Yeah, some sort of error has occurred here. I'm also going to remember that line for whenever I lose in anything. Some sort of error has occurred here. About to send out Flutterman. I'll keep my Pokemon, I suppose. Dragonite always takes ages to train. Yeah, it was a Dratini and a Dragonair for a really long time before it was a Dragonite. But I also got carried through a couple of raids, which award a lot of rare candy. So I was able to level it up a bit faster than I normally would have been able to anyway. About to send out Roaring Moon. They have cool Pokemon. She's very confident in her ability to win, despite me not losing a single Pokemon yet. The booster energy was used up. Now photosynthesis is activated. Let's see how well this does for us. Not very effective, that's too bad. So I don't EV train? No, I don't, unfortunately. I don't really understand the mechanics behind that. Let's try U-turn. Oh, hell yeah. That was just to get Weed Cat out of there, but I will take a victory as well. And yeah, it does look like a Salamence Ho-Oh combination. It's clearly Salamence and something else, but she's programmed to fucking break whenever she loses a Pokemon battle. That's fun. But yeah, I would say that's a Salamence crossed with a Ho-Oh. Yeah, that's right. Get back down here. No more being up there for you. Oh, nice Solid Snake avatar. I like the pixel art. So I wonder if the robot is gonna have any... Oh nope, she's working again, at least for a moment. So she probably will have some dramatic speeches. This dude can finally learn that his mother has been a ambiguously evil robot this entire time. It's never good when a protocol is activated. And now the walls are red. Oh no, don't lock my Pokeball. That's not good. She's being corrupted. Now she looks cooler, honestly, than she did before. Isn't this literally what we just did? Like she said when we tried to interfere with the time machine, the AI would take over and make her fight us, then we did that. Oh yeah, Pokeball's locked by the way, so I guess I get fucked now. Alright. Let's try perhaps running. Maybe about the only thing to do. Let's throw the Pokeballs at it really hard. I mean, according to physics, that is a correct answer. Running away would put everyone else in danger. Not only is it jamming our Pokeballs, it has like a graphic of like the chain that puts around it. Well, I'm assuming even Blissey can't save us now. Cannot switch Pokemon. Unfortunate. Yeah, that is totally cheating. Legit point by Arven. Alright, time to OD on potions, I guess. No, gotta use the Pokeballs to use the items. Maybe there's a certain item I have to use here. Certain key item, maybe? Nope. Key items are not available to me. Maybe it wants a berry. Small peace offering. Oh, I'm supposed to use Koraidon because he's not in a Pokeball. Neato. I was hoping for a new surprise legendary, but it's good with me. Oh, rip. Nope, you were in a Pokeball the whole time. If this is the one Pokeball of mine that works for no reason. Alright, sure. We believe in you to beat the shit out of your brother here. Yeah, quick, stand up. It'll be cool. He's going a little bit Super Saiyan. And he stood up. Neato. This is like the Spider-Man meme, or when anything looks at a mirror. Sunlight turned harsh, sending my ancient pulse somewhere, into a frenzy. Alright, so I guess we should use Flamethrower, but he'll use Flamethrower too. Nope, he'll use a really stupid move. I don't know why anyone would use Taunt in a story mission. Oh, that's fucking why, because Flamethrower is not very effective. Thanks for pumping up Koraidon, he clearly needs it. His move's power is boosted more than usual if it's a super effective hit. Do we have any other choice? So music is back. It turns off every half hour for some reason. I was talking that whole time about how, since the AI just got angry out of nowhere a second time, maybe it'll do so a third time. It'll go from yellow to red to something else. Okay, you're back to robot normal, I guess. So she's going to finally do the heroic sacrifice without any angry twists. So she is just gonna go to the past? I guess if she has to, like, remove herself from the timeline as an alternative to dying, to the usual self-sacrifice. Arvin, I hope it gives you emotional closure to be told by a robot imitation of your mother that she loves you. Keep in mind your mother kinda wanted to end the whole world. Maybe. It's a little ambiguous. She will now ascend into the Skybeam with the Scarlet Book. I feel simultaneously like this is leading somewhere and like it'll be never referenced again. But that's a pretty cool time machine. Again, that wasn't your mother. Your mother died a long time ago. Makes you more relatable as a video game character. It's standing up and has a big tire sticking out of its chest. Peak Pokemon design. Fuck going home. That place is boring. Let's head on out somewhere else. Wow, she just fucking ignored what I said. She's like, nope, let's go home. Or maybe she has the good sense to go home. Who knows? That was kind of weird, if that's the story. That was very weird, actually. I felt like it ended right as it was getting good, because I didn't really like the story of, like, anything leading up to this point. I assume the game is still loading. Here we go, walking off to our next adventure, maybe. Yeah, come on, Arven. Be happy with us. Don't think about your dead mother and your, in the past, robot mother. I feel like we're having a real, unironic, the real treasure were the friends we found along the way moment. Is the long road just like off to the left there? Okay. Alright, let's enjoy a little bit of top 40. We've earned it. Yep, I guess they are going to do the end credits. We walk off to the left, wherever the long road is. Yeah, I felt like the story ended just as it was getting good, but I guess that's also most of the Pokemon games. But the structure is different in this game because you become the champion before going into like Area Zero and doing all that stuff. In the other Pokemon games, becoming the champion is the end of the story. And I feel like that works better because it gives you the opportunity to use like a new legendary in your battle party for the Elite Four. I kind of like how Generation 3 did it, where you had the legendary Pokemon story climax before the 8th gym. Feels more like a typical JRPG than a Pokemon RPG. Honestly, I think a usual JRPG would at least like go further with the story, or like build it out more, or like have more of the interesting parts in it. Like, I don't know, feels like it was getting good and then it just kind of ended. Going to the past was kind of weird. I don't know what the story angle is with that. Yeah, the conclusion was both odd and the best part of it. It's a lot like Kirby's Forgotten Land in that way. Like, it gets really weird in like the last hour or so. And you hope that'll be like the last third of the game maybe, but that's just the ending of it. Deep cut for Kirby's Forgotten Land if you've played that. Oh, you don't have a Switch, but you should get that when you get a Switch. Look at that happy worm. How could anyone be sad when they look at how happy that worm is? You think we should try some more Pokemon, or should we switch games? I've been playing through God of War Ragnarok. Been wanting to start the Dead Space remake. Got plenty of other games that I'll probably forever remain in my Steam backlog. Or it could be anything, who knows. I appreciate that. If you ever get a preference or opinion, feel free to let me know. I may or may not do it, we'll see. Oh, did we lose the pleasant backgrounds? I'll go ahead and skip this if we don't have anything else to look at, I guess. If I can, skip this. Rip for all the innovation that Game Freak managed to put on that cartridge this time. They didn't figure out skippable credits, so we're here alone together until the text stops scrolling. Damn, they just got one guy to do the Chinese localization? I wonder if that takes less work, because it's from Japanese to Chinese, or if that Chinese company was just cheap, who knows? So I do like it overall. What you saw here in this stream, if this is all you've seen of it, it's weirdly both the most interesting part of the game in my opinion, but also not at all a good representation of what the game actually is. Even though I really like the game, most of the game is like a non-linear Pokemon game, like running around, thank you treasured friends. You really were the treasure we found along the way. And we got another awkward selfie. Neato. Now that I'm reminded of it, seeing the new legendary, quote-unquote new legendary, I don't like that there's no surprise legendary in the story. And there's one other secret-ish legendary I've gotten so far. Alright. Are we gonna go to the Battle Frontier? Do you have tickets to the Battle Frontier? That's what we got in Pokemon Emerald. I wish we'd get a full remake of that. That'd be cool. I really liked the Hoenn 3DS remix. The Hoenn 3DS remix probably my favorite Pokemon games. Oh, you know about that. You know about us saving the world? Yeah, no biggie. But yeah, I am disappointed that there's no secret, like, other bigger legendary in the story. And the secret-ish legendary that I got is just like a... I don't want to spoil its design specifically if you want to find it yourself, but it's pretty small and disappointing, I think. I got the Master Ball, that's cool. Hall of Fame badge. Neato. Well, I did save the world, so I guess I'll try to be similarly impressive. Neat. His mom is dead, and he understands, but he's also coped with it. We call that character development. Coping with your long-dead mom after a little bit of fighting with her somewhat even more heroic but still evil, perfect robotic imitation. You truly are your mother's son. But I must remind you, you have nowhere near the credits to graduate. He's got a real derpy smile on his face. Now it's gone. Damn, she really does it all. Chairwoman of Pokemon League, on the school board, lots of stress. I'd be happy to help. I feel like I'm saying yes to a lot of Pokemon battles in a row, but at the same time, I am playing a Pokemon game, so... yeah, this is all post-game stuff from this point onward. It seems like they're giving me access to, like, some kind of advanced battling place. Like, not the Battle Frontier, but, like, something sort of like it. Like other games had the battle tower, I think. What are these Pokemon here? Can we look at them? No? That's unfortunate. Anything over here? Where do I want to go? I'm not sure why these have exclamation marks by them. If there's more story content in them or something. Or just something cool. Maybe I should talk to her. It is my first time in the nurse's office, because I'm constantly in perfect health. Neat, I became slightly closer with Nurse Miriam to what we call building relationships, I guess. Here's the biology lab. Rather exit than just have another conversation, though. Alright, let's check our map here. Let's see. Okay, so they like reload all of the gym leaders, basically. Well, that's cool, but also kind of lazy. I was hoping for like another location, but yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I'll do that unless I find out that there's like some special reward or like content or whatever behind there. Overall, I do like this game a lot. I like it more than Sword and Shield, but even Sword and Shield had a surprise legendary at the end, even if it wasn't that great. Can now change between its battle and its ride form. Neato. Okay, so we can use it in battle now. That's neat. Kinda sucks as a Pokemon, but still pretty neat. But yeah, I did wish we got like a new surprise legendary. It was cool that we had this the entire game, but it kinda spoiled the discovery of it all. Alright, we'll save here. Oh, I should check the Pokemart one more time. See if they have any cool new items or anything. Yeah, I think I'm good on all the items. Okay, interesting. So nothing more there. Have fun watching the Premier League games, Super Sheba, if I'm saying your name correctly. Hope you have a good time watching. Oh, and thank you for the follow, MC Sausage 1. Just now I saw that. I'm gonna take a short break and switch games anyway. So if you don't want to, or if you only want to see Pokemon, it would be a good time to go watch the Premier Leagues anyway. Alright, so I'll end off here, and I'll come back in a little bit. Something else probably. Thank you for hanging out with me, now or later, and I will catch you all later.